Hey, hello, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Yeah, I don't know, I just keep repeating it. It sounds weird in my head, but yeah, how are you all doing today? Hope you had a good day. I hope you have a good day or your day went well. Whichever one applies to you, just know I care from the bottom of my very, very deep heart. Oh yeah, so for the past 3 weeks, yes, for the past 3 weeks, we've been talking about sin and the heart of sin and what is at the bottom of sin. So at the beginning, we talked about how our desires are what leads us to sin, and as what we desire that the devil would use to tempt us. Then next, we talked about masters. Yes, that whatever master over your life would inherently be what would cause you, give you the course of action for your life and all, yeah. And anything that isn't Jesus as the master of your life, it's automatically sin. And then last week we talked about addiction and how sin is addictive because we love sin, because our hearts love sin. And today we are talking about a very sensitive, I don't know if I should use the word sensitive, but a very triggering topic, depending on who you are. And Yoruba tongue almost came out. But yeah, I don't even know how I have a Yoruba tongue. I'm not even Yoruba. But yeah, sure. Topic today. Back to what we're talking about. Yes. So, today we are talking about identity. Yeah. But don't worry, it isn't going to be a deep delve into identity and things like that now. We'll save that for another day. Today we are talking about identity and sin, how it relates to each other. So the thing with identity here is that identity is God. I am sweating. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So the thing with identity here as sin is that it is very closely tied with master here. They are almost similar in the way they act, not the way they act, like in the way they show themselves. Yeah, the way identity and master is, they're kind of similar. Yeah. So let's start from the very, very, very beginning. Identity. Now I am thinking of how I would approach this in the most lenient way possible. Yeah. Not lenient, I don't know that word. I don't know, I'm always guessing if that's the word or that's not the word. And I think I say that a lot. But yeah, let's just start from here. So let's take Lazarus and the rich man. I think that's the best place to start with identity. Yeah. God, I am sweating a lot. I think that's the best place to start with identity. Or we could start from how we are born into sin. Well, yeah, let's just start with Lazarus and the rich man. So I didn't plan out how this episode was going to go out. I didn't plan out how this episode was going to go. So yeah, Lazarus and the rich man. I have talked for like 3 minutes now and we are just getting started. Lazarus and the rich man. So if you look at the Bible here, if you look at that particular story, when Lazarus and the rich man, talking too fast, of Lazarus and the rich man, yeah. We know how the story goes. There's a rich man, there's a poor man. Lazarus is the poor man, the rich man is the rich man. The rich man is stingy to Lazarus. He doesn't give Lazarus his food. He didn't help Lazarus. Lazarus dies, rich man dies, Lazarus goes to heaven, rich man goes to hell. Rich man begs for water. Lazarus doesn't give him water, or Lazarus can't give him water. But yeah, that's your story. That's my hand moving a lot. But yeah, that's the whole story basically. Yeah. What I want to point out in this entire story is the rich man was never given a name. He's just known as the rich man, yeah. And what I noticed from there is that the rich man built his entire identity, his entire worth, and the whole thing around him was that he's the rich man. He's a rich man. He built his entire identity on money, on his possessions and everything. And the thing about that is building your whole identity on something that is so fleeting, that can change at any moment, is very, very dangerous and very, very destructive. It is very, very problematic because once you start losing that thing, you would even before you lose itself, once you are trying to gain that thing, you would do so many things that you might not be happy about, and you might do things that you would actually regret, and you would actually do things that you might most likely even do sinful things, because look at it, let's say you've based your entire you've based your entire worth on the amount of money you have, so until you reach, God, I'm sweating a lot. It's hot, by the way. And I'm wearing a hoodie. I know, I'll still wear a hoodie, even if it's freezing. I mean, if it's just boiling hot. But sidetracking again. Back to what we're talking about. When you are trying to attain what you put your identity in, you would always do rubbish. You would always do something. You more than often, you would always sin to get it. So let's say you base your identity on the amount of money you have. Let's say you base your identity on the amount of money you have, your entire worth, your whole identity is on the amount of money you have. And let's say even before you get that money, while you are still broke, you would not be at peace at all. You would have low self-esteem. You would not have any faith in yourself. You don't have any faith in yourself. You probably not even love yourself. Because you would feel that if you don't have this amount of money, you are not worth anything. And then you would keep pushing for that thing, and then you most likely do whatever it takes to get the amount of money. And in that getting whatever it takes, you would most likely do rubbish. You most likely go into fraud or kidnapping or whatever it is. You would always try to push yourself to get what you base your identity on, because it is your whole identity. And like I said at the beginning, basing your identity on something that is so fleeting is very dangerous. So again, which is having money. I think I'm using having money because that is what lists most people. But so let's say having money. Once you've gained money and your whole identity is on that, if you by mistake the next day wake up and the bank you put your money in has bonds or got bankrupt, or your money was stolen or something, yes, the normal person, you will be affected by it. You don't show mad, even if it is me self. Problem day, there would be problem. But thing is, once that is your entire identity, once that is your entire worth, once that is everything you see in yourself, losing that thing will be like losing yourself. Losing what you base your identity on would be like losing yourself, and you would dread it. You would not have any purpose to live in anymore. You would not have any drive to live anymore, because you have lost your identity. You have lost who you are. You have lost what made you you. The money that made you you. You have lost it. And that is a very big issue. I know, okay, that one's for later. But that's a very big issue, and it's something that is very destructive. I've used this word destructive a lot because it actually is. And whatever you base your identity on, if it is not Jesus, because He's the only thing that's actually truly stable in this world. Yeah. Whatever it is you base identity on, whether it's the amount of money you have, or what do you base identity on, or the amount of people you can flirt with, or whatever it is, whatever you base your identity on, yeah, it is not strong enough to hold you. It is too fleeting to hold you. And yes, I know I am trying not to get into the whole thing of the whole sexuality and identity thing. Yeah, that one is for later. I don't think I'll talk about that one now. So in case you are expecting me to talk about that, I'm not talking about that in this video because I have been trying so hard to talk about it. Yeah, in this video. So probably talk about it later on. Yeah, but not in this video. That's why I have not mentioned anything about identity and raising your identity in your sexuality, even though it isn't anything to do, because you can't tell me your entire identity is based on who you're attracted to. That is too little to base your identity on. Once again, we'll talk about that one in a different separate video. I feel that one is a whole video on its own. But yeah, just wanted to get that out of the way. We're good. Yeah. So back to identity. Every other thing that I base my identity on it is not stable enough, yeah, for it to hold your identity. Your identity is too much of a big deal for you to place it on money. It is too much of a big deal for you to place it on your possessions. It's just not right here. And then there are people who base their identity on things that make no sense. Something that make no sense. They make no sense to base your identity on them. Now, let's say, I was thinking earlier today, because I saw some videos of some people. No, was it today or yesterday? I really can't remember. Yeah. But I saw some video of some people, and there was this woman. She was talking about, this whole thing of sex before marriage. Even though you shouldn't have sex before marriage, please do not do that. This whole thing of, I'm a woman, you have to pay me to have sex with me. So there's a lot of conversation, and it was hurting my brain. But but the thing is, the thing I was from this video and from every other video that I always like that, yeah, is that these people you can't base your identity on sex. Yeah, you can't say, you want to be with me, things like that, and the only thing that I can say that I offer is sex. It makes no sense. Yeah, it makes no sense in any way. You shouldn't be having sex for marriage, please. Definitely don't want to do that to pick on its own, but don't do it. Don't put your entire worth on your body. Yes. So don't put your worth on your possessions. Don't put it on how much you have. Don't put it on your body. All those things are so fleeting, and some of it isn't even right. Yeah, you shouldn't be using those things as your identity. Yeah, because it is just terrible. It's just bad. Yeah, I feel the only thing you should base your identity on is Christ, because Christ is the only true stable thing where you can get your identity from. Because for every other thing that you base your identity on, it is always shaking, and you would never feel like yourself until you get those things. And sometimes even when you get those things, you still wouldn't feel like yourself. You wouldn't feel like you are worth it. You wouldn't feel like you are enough. You wouldn't feel like you are loved enough, because you haven't gotten to what you place your value, your self-value in. If you place the value of yourself in, let's say, again, I keep using money because it's the most relatable thing here, and you base it on the amount of money you make. Let's say in Nigeria now, you base it on, if I don't make like 400 a month, I am not worthy or something. Yeah, you would not, no matter how good of a person you are, no matter how good of a personality you have and everything. Yeah, because this place is actually very hot. I'm confident I'm still wearing a hoodie. No matter how much you work, no matter how much of a good person you are, no matter how loved you are by people around you, as long as you don't have the amount of money that you think you are worth, that you think is worth what you are, I'm putting that right. Yeah, you would never feel loved. You would never feel like you deserve the love. You would never feel like you are worth enough. You would always feel less of yourself. And that is where this whole thing of not having enough self-esteem comes in. Now, I'm not saying this is Eric's for self-esteem. No. I'm not saying that the people that have low self-esteem is because of they place their identity in something that they haven't attained yet, and then it is now reducing their self-worth because they feel they haven't gotten there, so they aren't who they are. Yeah. But then when you have your identity in Christ, you know that no matter what you do, no matter what you have done, yeah, no matter what you have done, yeah, Christ still loved you. No matter no matter how bad whatever you have done is, Christ still loved you. No matter your financial status, Christ still loved you. You are still loved in Christ, yeah. And no matter how terrible your life is right now, yeah, you still feel worth it. You feel still worth it, yeah, because you know Christ loves you for who you are, not who you are going to be, or not who you can be. He loves you for you. I think there's a song by Maverick City that says something about, yes, I think Maverick City sang a song that something about, I can't remember exactly how the song goes. But okay, I don't know what, you'll never be closer than you are right now. Yeah. I think that's the Gyra song. I've never been, I've never felt more love than I am right now. Yeah, I think that's the song. Yeah. So it's basically like you'll never be loved more than you are right now in Christ because you didn't do anything to earn the love. So Christ already loves you for who you are. So no matter what you do, he will still love you the exact same way. Yeah. And I think that helps it would help you with building your confidence because you would know that Christ loves you. No matter where you are currently in your life, in your journey of life, you would know Christ loves you, and you would not do anything that would compromise your faith or anything like that to gain the acceptance of Christ or to earn Christ, yeah, because he loves you already. So you don't have to do any extra, any in excess, yeah. Yeah, I think that is the end of today's video. Yeah, it's the end of today's video. Yeah, I know I really didn't plan this episode. So yeah, I think I still got the message across. Yeah, I did. So yeah, that's the end of today's episode. I'm hot, like hot. I think I am sweating. I don't know if you can see the sweat, but I am sweating. And yeah, I will see you all next week, probably. Peace.